for tuning in to Let's Talk. I'm your host, Lisa Love. Our community is strengthened by people who make a difference. Pastors, mentors, and community activists all make important contributions that shape our city, Fort Wayne. Let's talk to Pastor Cedric Walker from Joshua's Temple. Hi, Pastor. How are you?
I'm fine, Lisa, and yourself?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. Could I have you start off by telling us a little bit about you?
Okay. My name is Cedric Walker. I am a native of Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm 51 years old. I've been in the ministry about 28 years now. We founded Joshua's Temple about 17 years ago, and the last 5 years we've just gotten into a little community development.
Okay, and so what characterizes your ministry?
Our theme is conquering life and defeating the enemy that threatens your purpose. We believe that there's no issue that you are facing, no past that you've had that you can't overcome, that you cannot conquer. We believe that it's possible through Christ Jesus, so it's about winning.
And what is your contribution to the community?
Well, recently we've been doing a little community development. We do a little acquisition, rehabbing old homes. We have financial literacy for those who need a little assistance with their credit and learning more about handling their finances, life development skills. We are now in the midst of building a new community. So we do acquisition, rehabs, and new homes, making sure that we can help people build a better life for themselves.
Pastor, how did you get involved?
Well, a couple years ago, the mayor stopped by our church on his campaign trail, and he had said some things to us about Southeast Fort Wayne, kind of reminded us of our need to take more responsibility. If we wanted a better community, then we should look to contribute more. At that point, I was not doing a lot of community input. I've always been the kind, I felt that it was better that I prepare people to go into the community and work. But he said some things and it just kind of sparked something in me, and we decided to get involved.
And do you have any future plans with the programs, or do you have any programs that you are planning to start to kind of help more in the community?
Well, right now we are getting ready to break ground with a new community entitled, it's going to be called Posterity Heights. We believe that we can build a legacy for future generations. It's going to be about a $42 million housing and commercial retail development, about 150 homes altogether.
And for people to, after you guys, of course, get these homes up and things like that, how do others, I guess I want to say, contribute or become a part of the program to kind of help build these homes, if that's possible, or help you guys in any way at all?
There's a lot of room for help. Actually, where mentors are concerned, phase one will be breaking ground probably in about a couple of months or so, maybe less than that. And phase one is called Posterity Scholar House. It's actually a program that we adopted from Kentucky. It's for single parents who are pursuing a degree, and we'll provide for them housing, transportation, on-site child care, and life development skills. They'll get collegiate support from the colleges, and we're looking for a lot of volunteers to volunteer their time for life coaching, to be mentors. So we're going through a period of strategic planning, which means that we're adding to our board our capacity to handle a project so large. So we're looking for people with different skill sets, perspectives, who could bring or add value to the project as it relates to housing, education, early childhood development, transportation, any of those things that will help that parent, that single parent, attain that degree.
And what do you hope to achieve with, I guess I'll say all of your programs, and also, with building these homes and, helping out everyone in our community?
Well, actually, we're hoping that the underserved community will get a better shot at opportunities for employment. There's some people who have who would want to be business owners. We've got a small business component there. We've got a circle of businessmen who have decided to become a part of this project to help rebuild the small business there. We're hoping that Southeast Fort Wayne can become a contributor to the vision of Fort Wayne as a whole, instead of us being considered Fort Wayne and then there's Southeast Fort Wayne. There's a lot of talent, there's a lot of skill, there are a lot of resources in Southeast Fort Wayne, and we hope to uncover them, and we can show that we can do some awesome things over there as well. Socioeconomic viability. We're hoping to jobs, safe, decent, affordable houses, retail, more commercial.
Okay. And when it comes to people that do want to eventually, like you said, become a mentor, volunteer, even help you guys build your homes, how can we find the information to reach out to you or reach out to any individual and, be a part of the team?
You can go to our website, joshuashand.org. We can be contacted at 260-745-JOSH. We're easy to be contacted, but the easiest way to contact us is on the website.
Okay. And tell us about your journey and, how that helps you with your mission.
Having been a single parent myself, having gone through some really, really tough times, having to start my life all over again, I understand the challenges. I know what it takes, but I know it can be done. And the lessons that we've learned along the way, we want to pass it along to some deserving, eager, and people with hope. We want to help them to reach their potential, realize their dreams, that they can do some great things as well.
And last but not least, right before you go, I do want to ask, how will we be able to know, when it's time to start volunteering? Can we just go to the website for that, or?
Yeah, you can start going to the website now, actually. As I said, we'll be breaking ground in about 30 to 45 days.
Okay.
It's going to take about a year to get it built. However, we'll be starting in about 6 months in a virtual kind of a service to the community. So when the doors open in April of next year, we'll be ready to flow.
All right. Well, I really do appreciate you coming today, Pastor. If you do have anything else or any advice, please let us know.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity.
Coming up, we will talk to a giant in our community.
Waiting until this summer could get you this. Or you can plan ahead. Let us design the perfect t-shirt for you and your family. Now's a great time to order your family reunion shirts from the Lyric in Line T-shirt Company. Visit lyricinline-t-shirtcompany.com to view our designs or call 260-225-7479 to let us create a shirt just for you. Don't let this be you.
Do what you want to do and be who you want to be for the rest of your amazing life.
Hi, I'm Tina.
And I'm Ellen.
And we're Royal Transitioning. We went through our transition from our corporate jobs to the life that we love. We developed this course to help you through your transition and smooth the move.
So this course is exactly for you if
you are sick and tired of longing for better health, happiness, and purpose.
So maybe you feel like you don't deserve a fulfilled life because of all the mistakes you've made.
You will be given new concepts and perspectives that help relieve stress and pain through action and awareness. This course, The Trade-Off Trap, will lead you to the rest of your amazing life. Welcome.
Think I'm skimming off the top, Mike? You're unlucky. Let them get his freaking. Do you know who I am? I'm I made my own.
Architects, barbershop, and supplies. Come get premium cuts and the highest quality in barber supplies at 2843 East State Boulevard. Contact us at 260-750-CUTS. That's 260-750-2889. Hours of operation, Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 8 to 6.
Welcome back. Compassion, understanding, and acceptance are all great qualities for a leader. Here is one man who encompasses all of the above. Let's talk to Chip Clark, Director of City Life Center. Hi, Chip. How are you?
Doing well. Yourself?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you for joining us today on the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your program.
Certainly. I'm Chip Clark, as it's been said already. I work with an organization called City Life, and our goal really is to be in the urban communities to raise up leaders, which we call indigenous leaders, which we say live here, lead here. So.
All right, and how did you get involved?
Well, it's a long story, but I'll shorten it up here a little bit. But I was working in a warehouse, and my friend was actually going to the church that the center was housing a church there, and he told me that they were hiring. I checked it out, and now I help run the place.
What change would you like to see in the community?
I would like to see us produce more leaders and focus on leadership development. I believe that if we can help students understand what leadership is and help them to pursue that, and find the lowest hanging fruit, the student who wants that type of development, I think that we'll tend to see our community change after a while.
What do you see as the greatest strength in our community?
I think our current leaders. We have a community full of leaders that are doing some amazing things, and I think that they are the ones that kind of handle or holds on to the light right now for us to follow. So.
And what is your greatest concern in the community?
Is those leaders not coming together the way that we can. I feel like it's definitely out there, but the unity of us coming together, even though we have our separate things that we do, it would be a plus.
What does your role, in this organization play in the community?
Well, we really try to find assets in the community. We try to notice that there is life in our community. We don't try to focus on the negativity. We understand that it's there. It's a part of it. You go to any community, you're going to see the negative side of things, but we really try to figure out the assets. I like to explain it from the biblical perspective. Nehemiah, going back to Jerusalem, and he sees the wall is all, jacked up, but there's still a wall. And his mindset wasn't, oh, the wall's down, well, this is over. It was, the wall's down, but there's some wall left, and we can build this thing again. He began to look for assets, and that's our goal with every youth that we come in contact with.
Is there a certain age group that you guys stay in when it comes to your program?
Certainly. 11 to 19 is our age range. So there are students that age out of our program. And there are students, obviously, that we don't populate in our program as well. We do have a niche, and we like to stay focused on that. And we believe that if we stay focused on our niche and also understand the other organizations that do things beyond that age or below that age, it creates good partnerships.
Awesome. Have you ever had any of your, students, or I guess I want to say, I'll say students, because you're a mentor and you're pretty much teaching them some things. Have they come back to help out with the program, or are they mentoring now as well?
Yep, certainly, and that's the epitome of indigenous leadership for us. And so it is the understanding that right now they have the opportunity to lead, and we try to help them see their leadership potential. But certainly after they graduate, they're in college and they come back for vacations, or when they graduate college, or if they stay here for college, there's opportunity for them to join in as a mentor or to help throughout the facility in any way that they can.
So how do you feel after you've, reached that accomplishment? You've had a young man or a young lady in your program, they've gone to college, they've done all the right things, and they come back and it's a success story. How does that make you feel?
Feels great, and I wish it happened that way every time, but There's some kids who don't come back to the program, and they're doing fine. Maybe they don't come back home. I think the success though is seeing them take a hold of life. And so our goal is not for them to necessarily come back to the center, but to come back to reality and actually do something in this life that's worthwhile.
What values does your organization promote?
Yeah. So we have two main goals at our City Life Center, and it's to raise up lifelong followers of Jesus and to raise up indigenous leaders, which I explained was live here, lead here. And the way we do that is a holistic model that we follow. And there's 5 components to it, which is civic literacy, educational success, spiritual and moral literacy, basic health and safety, and economic literacy. And those 5 things on their own don't do a ton. You know, it's good for a kid to take, economic literacy, but when you put them together and you wrap them in a relationship, then we're working with something. So the way we do relationship is through family values. And so even though I look young, hopefully, I'm dad to a lot of the students, and I own that, and I like it now. I didn't before, I do now, but that's the roles we play. And we are surrogate mom, surrogate dad, surrogate uncle, and with the hopes of getting them involved in some positive things.
Can you tell us about some of the activities that you do with the youth?
Certainly. I'll start with our indigenous leadership. So we have a group of young leaders who every Tuesday morning we get together for leadership development. That ranges anywhere from 10 to 20 young people that'll show up. But then we also do, obviously, just the regular activities in the gym, whether that's basketball or dodgeball, volleyball, things of that nature. Is pretty much gym activities. We run this thing called Club on Monday nights, and it's more of a spiritual type of a deal. We play a little bit of games, but we also share the Word of God and just talk about relevant issues and see what God thinks about it, and never pressuring them to think one way or the other, but just providing information. And then we also do family meal, which is probably my favorite time. Every day at 5:30, no matter what's going on in the facility, we shut down and everyone comes to the cafe and we eat around the table with them. And that's probably the activity that I would say most people get confused about. I have a lot of people ask me, "Hey, Chip, why do you guys feed the kids? Will they not get to eat?" And I'm sitting there thinking, like, these kids are going to eat.
Yeah.
They will eat, but we sit around the table and eat because it's a family value that we want to help instill into our students again.
Do you have any success stories that you want to share with us?
Certainly. There's a few of them, but one that I'll talk about is a young kid named Quentin. Quentin, he's been with me since he was in the 6th grade. He's a freshman now at Butler University. And you hear this kid's story, and you would think that there is no way that he should be at Butler. But the reality is that he chose to stick it out. He was one of those kids, when I talked about at the beginning, low-hanging fruit, one that wanted to leave but didn't really know what it looked like because of his surroundings. And now he's just doing some awesome things and about to finish his freshman year over at Butler. So, yeah.
Great. Well, I thank you so much for coming on the show today, Mr. Clark. If there's any way that we can contact you, please make sure you share that with us. That way we can post it for you, okay?
Certainly.
All right. Stay tuned, because up next, we will find out how you can get involved in our community.
Do what you want to do and be who you want to be for the rest of your amazing life.
Hi, I'm Tina.
And I'm Ellen.
And we're Royal Transitioning. We went through our transition from our corporate jobs to the life that we love. We developed this course to help you through your transition and smooth the move.
So this course is exactly for you if
You are sick and tired of longing for better health, happiness, and purpose.
So maybe you feel like you don't deserve a fulfilled life because of all the mistakes you've made.
You will be given new concepts and perspectives that help relieve stress and pain through action and awareness. This course, The Trade-Off Trap, will lead you to the rest of your amazing life. Welcome.
Frost Illustrated. Fort Wayne's oldest independent newspaper. We're weekly here servicing primarily the African American community, but reaching into all aspects of life here in Fort Wayne and beyond. I'm happy to announce that we're moving even further into the future with a partnership with a unique online streaming service called ODEP Network. ODEP, like Frost Illustrated, provides news, information, and entertainment that is geared towards a modern market. What we're going to be doing with this partnership is offering our customers and our clients a much more expansive access to services here. Not only will people find news in Frost Illustrated that will be geared towards providing headline services to our readers who happen to be on the go. What they can do is, by looking at ODEP and watching the news there, is be introduced to the stories that are going around in the community immediately, and then they can go to Frost Illustrated and pick up the details in there.
Millions of Americans
have hepatitis C, but many
don't know it. People born from 1945
to 1965 are 5 times more
likely to have hepatitis C. People can live for
decades without symptoms. Left untreated,
hepatitis C can lead to liver cancer.
but treatments are now available that can
Cure hepatitis C.
Talk to your doctor about getting tested.
We got
Tested.
It could save your life.
Waiting until this summer could get you this. Or you can plan ahead. Let us design the perfect t-shirt for you and your family. Now's a great time to order your family reunion shirts from the Lyric and Line T-shirt Company. Visit lyricandlinetshirtcompany.com to view our designs or call 260-225-7479 to let us create a shirt just for you. Don't let this be you.
Thank you for joining us, providing food, clothing, and mentoring to our community. Our next guest will explain why he has decided to make a difference. Let's talk to Joe Ayers with Ayers Communications Incorporated. Hi, Joe. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
My first question for you is, can you tell us a little about your program, your business, and what you do?
Okay, I'm CEO, president of Ayers Communications, and what this program does is every year we have an event at Macmillan Park, and it's called Amnesty and Deliverance Community Festival. And what happens is that what we do, we bring the community together. You know, the mission of the festival is to bring not only the churches, but the community together. We have a food drive, a clothing drive, and also a lot of praise teams, free haircuts to the community, scholarships and awards, and et cetera. This is a lovely, lovely event.
All right, and how did you get involved?
Well, what happened was I retired at an early age, you know, from health reasons, but I wanted to do R&B, but something hit me to say, well, Joe, we don't have a gospel festival, outdoor festival. And the mission was to bring the churches together and the community together. So I decided to do this event, and it just kept growing and kept growing and kept growing.
All right. So what would you like to see change in our community?
Togetherness. We come together in togetherness as a community because I think that's one of our setbacks, is that we are going different directions. And we're doing the same thing, but I think we need to come together more for the same common good.
What would you say your biggest concern in the community is?
I would say communications, because we have to communicate with each other. And I think one of the biggest things is that the leaders and the pastors, they need to communicate more with families, you know, because I think our generation, we don't communicate enough with them, you know, so I think that's really important.
Yeah, it is very important. Could you also tell us a little bit more in detail about your program that you do? I know that we spoke about, you know, the concert, but what else do you have to offer?
Okay, we also offer, one of the biggest things that we do, I think, really is just allowing the community to come back and give back to the community. You know, that's what this festival is really about. It's about the community able to give back to each other, and you will feel awesome knowing that you helped somebody out. And that's what this festival is really about, helping each other.
And And I'm sure that we can help each other, all year round.
Right.
So are there any other activities besides the festival where, say we have clothes or, food donations, we can come and drop them off?
You can drop them off anytime. I start like this year. I mean, not this year, but this month, because, people, the season's starting to change. Kids are growing. So I ask everybody to either call me, and we start gathering the clothes together, and all the clothes are dry cleaned and free, dry cleaned and washed for free. So what we give away is clean, so yes.
Okay. What values does your organization promote?
Like I said before, helping each other. The barbers come out and they cut the kids and adults' hair for free. The food drive, the community, and they bringing canned goods out so the Harvest Food Bank could continue feeding our community. The clothing drive, it's awesome. We gave away 20,000 pounds of clothes last year, and that was for free. I mean, the clean, everything was clean, and 20,000 pounds of clothes given away to the community dresses a lot of families. And what's ever left over, we give to the rescue mission so they can clothe in their program, so it's all about giving, giving. That's what it's all about.
So I take it with your program, there is no age limit because, of course, we're helping everyone in the community, right?
There's no age limit. There's no race. It's just about giving and understanding on how maybe you might be in that situation one day. We never know what your future holds. And so if you help somebody, you'll be able to be blessed, and that's what it's about.
Okay. What kind of partnerships are you looking for when it comes to, your organization?
Yes. I have a few partnerships. The Rescue Mission every year. Lutheran Health Network, they provide school supplies, because we do give away school supplies. It's just a lot of different needs for sponsorship. I do a lot of it out of my own funds, but at the same time, a lot of people donate their time, and energy to make sure this is a successful event. Pastor David Moore, him and his Victory Worship Center, my church, Greater My Air Ride Church. So there's a lot of people that are stepping up, to make this program a success.
Okay, and for people that do want to volunteer, is there a way, I'm sure that you said that they can contact you, but is there like an office number or somewhere they can call and say, hey, I'd like to come and help you guys out?
My office number is my cell phone number, okay? But they can hit me up on Facebook. Ayers Communication do have a Facebook. I have a Facebook page. We're working on our website, but they could contact me any given time, and we could just go from there.
Awesome. So is there any advice or any, words that you would like to give to our audience in regards to your program?
Well, just know that it's growing and know that it's a lot of giving, back to the community, and it's needed more in our community. I always tell people that we're not reinventing the wheel. We're just adding a spoke to the wheel to keep the wheel of life going, and that's what organizations come together to do.
Well, I thank you so much for coming on, Joe. If you would, I thank you, and you can go ahead and give everybody your contact information, or give it to us, and we'll go ahead and post it. That way, everybody can reach out and volunteer in any way that we can.
Okay, I'll be more than happy to.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
For more information on the show, find us on Facebook, get tips, share your stories, and tell us what you want to talk about next. Let's talk.